Tuesday, November 9th, 2020, currently 5 minutes past the 1 o'clock hour. I am James for a very, very special edition of At Home with James. Tonight, I am letting go of the reins. If I was Santa, I would not be commandeering the sleigh being guided by the reindeer. Today, the reindeer are in charge, but instead of a crew of reindeer, it's only one. And it sure as hell ain't Rudolph. It's like a Blitzen situation, or maybe a Donner, something like that. Tonight, we bring to you Dave Kaufman's Naughty or Nice, the game. That's right. The man that brought you Dave Kaufman's Ruth Booth, a game of good sex, takes over tonight's edition of the show live on Twitch. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate you for liking, subscribing, following, all of that good stuff. I want to get something out of the way right here, right now. I'm scared. I'm scared of what's to come. I don't know what Dave has planned. Anytime Dave is in charge of the show, it doesn't tend to bode well for me. I get to roasted, toasted, and alamosted. Anytime there's ever been any type of competitive segment on this show that Dave is in charge in, I do very well, and he deducts points from me. I feel like I've already lost. And the problem with that is, tonight I have a partner. Me and Racquel Belmonte are teaming up for this damn thing, and I feel like I'm going to send her down into the mud with me because I guess Dave's got an axe to grind with your old pal, Big J. I'm never going to use that nickname on myself ever again. But in addition to that, this bodes well for our opponents tonight, Sehar, Manji, and Joe Conto. I'm terrified. You can't see it. My pits are moist and disgusting. And that's just the fact of the matter. I'm going to do what I can. If there's anyone out there, any James boosters in the audience watching, I'm going to do whatever I can to pull out the big W tonight. I want to be in the winner's circle by 10:05 p.m. But let's not take up any more of your time. I want to try to, grease the wheel. I want to try to schmooze a little bit with tonight's true host. Let's bring the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey, Dave Kaufman. Let's get him in here. Dave, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you, James?
I'm scared, Dave.
Hold on
I'm scared.
1 second.
Yep.
All right, I'm doing better.
Yeah. You're hosting tonight.
Yeah.
Get it all out.
How's everybody doing out there? Woo! Welcome to the show. Welcome to Naughty or Nice.
You gonna host the whole show with that voice?
I don't know, James.
Well,
you don't like it?
Keep trying it out a little bit. Maybe, as the host, maybe you want to cough a little more.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't be able to help myself. Hold on, let me parch my lips for a second.
Of course, I host this show. I often have a beverage beside me. Dave, can I give you a little one of my tricks of the trade?
Sure, yeah. Anything that will make this go a little bit smoother.
People may not know, and of course they wouldn't. I'm often clearing my throat and coughing on this show, but I hit the mute button on the mic.
Oh, well, I don't have a mute button.
Well, maybe we're going to have to take care of that next time you do a takeover. So, Dave, you're going to be taking us through Naughty or Nice. You were the man that brought us Dr. Ruth's game of good sex. I want to ask you, how do you feel going into tonight's hosting?
Feel pretty good. It's always a little nerve-wracking introducing a new game, especially when you got phlegm in your throat.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be a good time. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I think you might even have a shot.
So you're saying that I do have a chance of winning tonight. You haven't already predetermined the fact that I'm going to lose despite doing very well in these games, historically speaking, of course.
I never predetermine the winners or losers of the games. I let the cards fall as they may, and Lady Luck has her turn to decide what's going to happen.
Man, that took a long time to get out, didn't it?
Yep.
Okay, well, Dave, before we get into it, I want to ask you, before I really relinquish the show, Dave, do you have any history of being naughty?
Or nice? Or no, just...
Well, my first question was naughty, but yeah.
I've been known to be a little bit naughty.
What's the naughtiest thing about you? What's the naughtiest thing about you? Except maybe your excessive marijuana use.
I've got a mouth like a sailor sometimes, James.
Oh,
I'm
so
always
you like to
throwing
let the
out
expletives
curse
fly.
words. Yeah, I let them fly.
And what's the nicest thing about you?
I'm a kind husband. I'm a loving father, and I'm a uh, community, community kind of guy.
You're a community kind of guy. What does that mean?
I'm a staple of the community.
Oh,
People
so
come
that's
to
what it is.
people come
There's,
to me for advice.
you mean in the neighborhood you live in?
In the neighborhood I live in my building.
So you mean your apartment community, the complex you live in, people come up to you and ask you for advice?
Yeah.
What's the advice that they ask for?
Well, I once had an elderly lady knock on my door at 1 a.m. and she asked me if she should call 911.
Right.
I said, because she was bleeding.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And then we got her an ambulance.
You know what? You are a community type of guy.
Yeah.
Coming in from the chat right now, someone, I guess this is in reference to me asking what the naughtiest thing about you is. Coming in from a former presidential candidate, Amy Klobuchar, apparently you're a heavy groper.
Me.
Well, that's who I assume this is in regards to.
I only grope the melons at the store to feel if they're ripe or not, James. I don't. When it comes to people, I'm a gentleman.
All right, well, that's great. Dave, are you ready to take over?
I am indeed. Are you
Show is
ready
yours,
to
my
have
friend.
me take over? I guess you are, because I got the show. All right. Welcome to Naughty or Nice. I'm your host, David Robert Stapleton Kaufman. This game is a game where we determine if our contestants are naughty or nice. But before we get started, let's meet our contestants. Here we go, and let's unmute all of them.
People might not know this. You're also teching tonight's show.
Yep. Joe Conto is... Hey, everybody. Let's go around the horn and introduce yourselves. So first, we've got Team Crusty and Lusty. And part of Team Crusty and Lusty is James McGee. James, tell the world about yourself a little bit.
I'm 33 years old. I live in the St. Henry borough of Montreal, and I host this show on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Did anybody hear that? I think something fell over in the room next to mine. I'm going to go find out if my wife's okay. James,
should I take over hosting?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I'll take over hosting. So I make up the crusty part of the team. Let's move on to the lusty part of the team. It's Racquel Belmonte. Racquel, tell us something about yourself.
Well, one thing you may not know is I can qualify as crusty too, so don't speak too soon.
Okay, and I'd like to think that I could qualify, dare I say, as lusty sometimes. Now, I want to say, I didn't pick these names. This was not my doing.
No, but you know what? They work. Big J.
Okay, maybe I like it. Maybe I like it.
That's what I'm gonna call you. One thing you need to know about me. You want to talk? You want to talk about me?
Mm-hmm.
Racquel Belmonte, 29 years old, very competitive. Not on purpose. It's just it might be the Italian part of me. Also, you live where did you say you lived? I live in Burnaby. And this is my brother's basement.
Okay, fantastic. And I want to jump in here. If I'm going to be Big J, Racquel, I would like for you to give yourself a nickname that we can now feel like we're becoming a team here. So if you're going to call me Big J, what am I going to call you?
You call me Big R.
Big R and Big J. So
say it really aggressively when you say it, though. Otherwise, it means nothing to me.
All right, I'll put some fierceness into it. Dave, we're sending it back over to you.
All right. Well, those were some great introductions so far. Who we got next?
It's only been Team Crusty and Lusty,
Okay.
so yeah.
Well, I didn't know. Here we go. Next, we got Team Sugar and Spice. So coming in first on Team Sugar and Spice is none other than Sehar. Sehar, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Oh, James is laughing. I have nothing to say except I still
Great. All right, moving on to Joe Conto. Joe, what's going on with you?
I'm Joe Cano. I'm double nickels this year, 55.
Oh,
this
wow.
year. I know. I'm the speed limit in New York State, and I live in Lake Placid, New York, home of the 1932 and 1980 Winter Olympic Games. It's snowing right now. Downtown looks like a Christmas card. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and if I can, real quick, I've been meaning to tell this to James forever. James, when I lived in Georgia, everybody down there in the South would drink their Coca-Cola with Hershey's chocolate syrup. And I've been meaning to tell you that for years, and it just struck me today that I should again. So
And now we know. Thank you for that information, Joe.
I want you to try it.
Okay.
Great.
Back to you, Dave.
Great.
And I'm spice.
Oh, you are?
Well, I could be sugar.
Well, no, I could be sugar. I wasn't sure if I was just ethnically spice. I wasn't sure if that was a given. I don't like spice, so I'll go for sugar.
Okay,
Also,
I could be
my
spice.
aunt lives in Burnaby.
Who lives in Burnaby?
My aunt.
What's her name? Let's set this
The
up.
first. There's like 1,000 people there. I can't remember the name of the street. Linwood.
All right.
Linwood.
Yeah, Dave. Part of
Okay.
hosting is reeling Sehar in.
We're gonna start the game. So,
We're gonna talk about Burnaby later, Sehar. Okay.
oh, it
Sorry.
might come up in these questions. Here we go. Now, first round of Naughty or Nice. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna ask one member from each couple a question, and they have to decide. They have to say if that happened or if it didn't happen. If it happened, then they were naughty. But if it didn't happen, then they were nice. Their partner is going to have to guess whether or not that first member's been naughty or nice. Does everyone understand the rules?
Yep.
All right. Well, here we go. This first question is for Team Crusty and Lusty, and it's going out to, let's see what the question is. It's going out to Racquel.
That's me. Let's do it.
Big R. Big R.
Racquel. Big
Yes.
R.
Not
Big
big
R.
Have you ever...
I think you want to pronounce it like this. Big R.
Big R. Like you own like one of those trucks where the wheels are way too big. A monster
Yeah.
truck.
A big R.
Yeah. I love
Have
it.
you ever... Sorry, I kept the voice for the question. Have you ever
No, keep
lied
it.
about where you purchased a gift in order to make it sound more expensive than it really is? Racquel, have
Yes.
you been naughty or nice? Lock in your answer. And then
Locked
we'll go
in.
Okay, James. What do you think?
You
Is
know
your
what?
partner
I'm
naughty or nice?
I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna say naughty.
Is that correct?
Big J, I think you know me a little bit better than I know myself. The answer is yes. I've been naughty.
All right.
No one did that.
I'd like to
Sorry.
say that anytime we've been naughty, we also have to do that as well. We have to say it like that.
I've been naughty. Make
Yeah.
sure the shoulders are really
Mhm.
moving.
And make sure you sound like a preteen.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to put the point in the book. This book's for points.
Hell yeah. So now what? We have a point.
You have 1 point. All
Thank
right.
you.
Go on to the next question.
All right, Sehar.
This one's for Sehar. Sehar, have you ever binged and purged so that you can eat more?
Oh.
Wait, does Joe put his answer up first?
No, you put your answer,
Oh.
and Joe
But-
guesses.
Right. But if you're going to hold your card up, Sehar, you should hold it so we can't see it. There you go.
Okay, so my card is up.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, does Sehar seem like the type of person to binge and purge
Binge and purge so she can eat some more.
so she can eat
Oh.
some more?
I've been
James
to
is
Christmas
disgusting.
parties with Sehar. And Sehar likes a snack. But also, I think Sehar wouldn't mind doing this. She wouldn't find it objectionable necessary, except I think it would gross her out. And therefore, no. She's nice.
Oh, upside down
Oh.
nice.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
That's one
Those are
point.
beautiful cards.
I know. Thank you. I like arts and crafts.
Sehar,
Yeah,
that is a beautiful card, and for that I award you an additional point. You are starting off with 2
I'm
points.
sorry. Hold on.
Yeah,
No, no,
it's
no.
because I'm on the team. It's because I'm on the team.
Yeah, no, I never had to make room for anything. I just kind of, it's either I'm bottomless or I'll just wait a bit. Yeah, but it does gross me out to have to.
Yeah,
be
yeah. I couldn't see you doing that, especially like getting on all fours in the bathroom.
All
That's not for you.
fours.
No.
All
Let's
right,
move on to the next
move on.
question.
I don't know why I have to get on all fours. Here we go.
That's how you purge.
That's how you purge, Dave.
Okay, next question. This one's for James.
Okay, let's do this.
James,
Hmm.
have you ever caused someone to bleed or bruise during sex?
Oh God.
All right,
And
James.
oh no, I don't do anything yet.
No, I mean, James has to lock in his answer.
I gotta lock it. Okay, yeah. So I have to lock it in with my cards.
Lock it in with your card, whether or not you've ever made someone bleed or bruised during sexual intercourse.
And to confirm, yeah, naughty is yes and nice is no.
That's correct.
Got it.
If you've bruised or made someone bleed, that's naughty. All right, Racquel.
My turn.
Yeah, you can.
And I'd like to-
wait, you can think out loud as to what you think James has done in his life.
Perfect. Okay, so
Hmm.
Big J, based off what I know about you, and a lot of stuff I've made up in my head about you,
Sure.
I said, and hold on, I said
Mhm.
naughty. Now, bleeding during sex, hilarious, happens a lot. It could be anywhere. It could be your nose.
Could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere. I think if it happened, it was an accident, obviously, and like a really like sweet like ooh, you're bleeding, and then like you helped wipe wherever the blood was, because you're a nice guy.
Now and I appreciate that, Racquel, one of the few guests who's nice to me on this show. Is it time to make the reveal?
Yes. Sorry, I was adjusting
Anxious.
something.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
you dirty boy. You dirty,
I've been
dirty
naughty.
boy.
Was
You've
I
been
right though?
naughty.
Was it like a nice like? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know
James,
if it was-
let's
I don't know if it
recap this.
I don't know if it was that intonation.
I was guessing that he bruised himself as a teen from frequency. If you know what I mean.
Wound.
Yeah, I
Ow,
passed
ow,
out and
ow,
smashed my head against the television.
Ow, ow, ow,
Yeah.
ow, ow. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
how many points is that worth, David?
It's worth 1 point. It's a
1
tie
point.
game.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I guess
bad.
my cards aren't nice enough.
Oh, that humiliation.
Me and Racquel, our cards aren't nice enough, I guess.
I'm gonna figure something out.
Mhm.
Give me a sec. You guys keep playing.
There's points for creativity. All right, next question. This one's for Joe Conto.
All right.
Have you ever belched loudly at a crowded dinner table?
That's the
Joe.
question he gets?
Have you been naughty or have you been nice? Santa wants to know.
I'm lost.
Oh, did I mention that my name is Santa when I host
Okay.
this game?
Tell Santa I'm locked in.
Okay, you're locked in. Sehar, what do you think?
Oh, this feels obvious. Like he's in the tourism
Which
and
way?
entertainment business, or
The tourism and entertainment business.
isn't he like a teacher for tourism? I don't
Yes,
know.
tourism, yes.
That's part of the
And
entertainment industry.
No, entertainment's part of it. Sehar, don't let them fluster you.
Sehar is
Oh, I
guessing naughty. Joe. Joe
Oh,
was not.
Naughty.
Both have devils.
Double devil.
Double
Yes.
devil, that's an extra point.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we have an aside for a second?
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah. What's our strategy here, Big R?
We need to step up our card game. I did a little embellishment on mine. I suggest you do the same.
Okay. Yeah.
Put it on a stick.
I have some ideas.
Sehar, it's an aside right now. Okay.
And I'm definitely not copying whatever you guys have on your cards.
Mhm.
So relax.
That is Sehar's answer to everything, though. Put it on a
Put
stick.
it on a stick. Yeah.
Oh no, wrong
All
one.
right. This next question is for Racquel.
All right,
Yes.
Racquel. Bigger.
Racquel,
Yes.
have you placed a carrot obscenely on a snowman?
Oh.
Okay, I locked it in.
Okay, now this is an interesting one. So, Racquel, I'm curious. I suspect you grew up in British Columbia.
Sure did.
Where in British Columbia? In Burnaby?
British Columbia. Yes.
It was Burnaby. Okay, so not a place that traditionally ever has a lot of snow.
I've seen snow.
You've seen it. Okay.
James, have you locked in your answer?
I think I've locked in my answer. I'm gonna go for it. I think I've locked in my answer.
James?
Yeah.
Reveal your proposed answer.
I'm revealing my proposed answer. I've also updated my card.
Sex
Whoa!
rules.
So yeah, Racquel, I'm going with naughty. You have done that.
And I'm going to say, hell yeah, I did. And I drew a tiny dick on mine and devil horns and a pitchfork. So, and also I would love to share if that's okay, because of course I placed the carrot as the dick on a snowman, but I have a teenage brother. Well, no, he's 10 years younger than me. So he would have been like maybe 5 or 6 when we were out playing in the snow. So he and I made a snowman with a boner. I was trying to relate. I was trying to.
But when I say nice, I mean naughty. That is correct. All right.
I should get a bonus point for that touching
That is,
story.
let me do some quick math in my head.
Oh.
That is a 3-point answer. 1 point for the correct answer. 1 point for sex rules.
Yes.
It does. And 1 point for matching genitals with the concept of sex rules on the cards. That is 3 points.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that brings our total to 5 points.
5, yes.
Awesome.
All right.
My lucky number.
Let's do one more round of these.
Also, my lucky number because Racquel, we share a birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. There's another point.
Yes.
Yes.
Finally. Now I
Five
know why
was
people
also the
like
age-
Dave being in charge of the rules.
5 was also the age of Racquel when she introduced her brother. 5 was also the age of Racquel's little brother when he was introduced to the idea of a carrot boner.
Dave, Joe's trying to tag
All right.
on here.
Too many stumbles.
Quiet, you. Come on, Santa, give a guy a break.
Calling me by my official hosting name, that's 1 point. All right.
Hey.
All right, no more extra points until the next question's asked.
Okay, fine.
So we have big R and say R.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's
Podcast
question.
about
No
Burnaby.
points.
Should be called
You.
that.
Good.
This question's for Sehar.
I want to give Dave 1 point for reeling in the guests.
All right, thank you. Let me mark that down in my book.
Yep.
All right, Sehar, this is your question. Have you ever hidden or thrown away food you pretended to eat at a holiday gathering? So you're at a gathering, you don't like a piece of food served to you, you get rid of it, you throw it away. No one's the wiser.
You hide it.
You hide it. Have you ever done that, Sehar? Sehar, lock in your answer.
I got it.
All right, Joe, what do you think?
Sehar is both polite and, at least up until fairly recently, liked to avoid confrontation. And I think she's quite picky about certain foods. Her palate is narrow. Therefore, I would say she's thrown away food and said she ate it or hid it in a pocket or wrapped it up in a holiday napkin.
Interesting train of thought, but incorrect. Sehar has never thrown out any food. She'll eat it even if she hates it.
Is that true, Sehar?
I haven't gone to any holiday gatherings.
Oh, the sadder version of the story.
Yeah.
Sehar, you came to a gathering at my place.
Yeah, and
but
I've seen you.
I ate everything there. I really liked it.
Oh, well,
I
there,
I
thank
went
you.
I went up for seconds, and even when I like the food from back home, I would just eat. I would take whatever I needed. Um, I did, however, when I was a
Well-
kid, I was sent French toast. At school, I left it in my lunchbox, and 6 months later, it was green and fuzzy and fungusy. So I don't know if that counts.
What do you mean you were sent French toast?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was sent to school with French toast for lunch,
Okay.
but I didn't know what this oily bread was. I was like, what is this?
Oily bread.
Yeah, because like you
Have
fry
you-
it.
All right, let's move on to the next round. Here we go. This question is for little James McGee.
I'd like to point out that so far I'm the only one that's been given a really vulgar question,
Let's see if I can find.
which feels on purpose.
No, not on purpose. All right, here we go. Let's see what this one is. James McGee,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever lied to someone about your age who you were trying to seduce? James, have you been naughty? Or have you been nice?
Well, I'm locked in here.
Racquel, what do you think?
I think that James would not do that. So I would say nice, but I changed mine to noise.
Noise.
Well,
So I don't think he did. I don't think James is a liar.
the correct answer is nice. But
Yeah.
also, if you'll notice, it's because I'm a good boy.
All right, you guys get
You're
a
a
point.
good little boy. Can you do
Yeah.
that just for me? For
Yeah.
me.
Ugh.
All right, great.
Good.
Great. Okay, we're going to move on to the next round. Wait, did I ask an even amount of questions?
Oh,
I didn't get a second question.
No, you didn't get a second question.
Yep.
Joe. I'm going to do one more question.
Okay, I'm deducting 1 point from Dave for not keeping track.
Mm,
All right. Here we go, Joe.
okay.
Joe, have
Yes.
you ever intentionally made other plans to avoid a holiday event with an undesirable in-law?
Oh, in-law?
Yeah, or family, any family member. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Any family
broaden
member,
it.
because
Any
I
family.
don't have an
member.
in-law. Okay. I'm ready. And I think Sehar probably knows who I am.
Yeah, Joe likes very specific company, and I think that he has good boundaries, and he doesn't have time for people's bullshit. So yeah, if
Yeah.
they don't understand, no, he's gonna make other plans.
And he's a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's an extra
All
point.
these things are true.
Okay, here we
Sehar,
go.
I knew you knew that one.
Yep.
Let
I
me
like
count.
very specific company. I like the way you put that.
Thus
Yeah.
ends round one. Let's tally up the points.
All
Hmm.
right.
Team Crusty and Lusty, you have a 7 points. And
Yes.
Team Sugar and Spice, you have 6 points. So there's a
How?
1 point lead.
I have a question though. I know I am nice and I will not hide food, but if I tell you to your face this is disgusting, I don't want to eat it, does that make me a naughty person?
No, the question was about hiding.
I know, but if in plain sight I'm like, I will not eat this.
Yes, it does make you a naughty person.
Oh, does it
You're
get a
supposed to-
point?
So then we
White
get a-
lies in society are sort of the lube in which
The norm. Yeah.
allows things to smoothly go forward. Right, James?
Let's move on to the next round.
Let's move on to the next round. All right, next round. Hold on a second. What'd you say, Joe?
Nothing. It was just weird that Santa said lube.
Oh, okay. Santa knows how to get it on. Next round, we're playing the Ruth booth.
Oh no.
Wait. The second round of Naughty or Nice is an edition of Dr. Ruth's Game of Good Sex.
That's right. Welcome, Dr. Ruth's Game of Good Sex. For those in the audience who don't know what it is, it's a game that Dr. Ruth made in the year I was conceived, 1985. And it's a game where she asks questions about sex and sex-related things, and a lot of them are outdated, but that's part of the fun of the game. Are you ready for round 2?
Is
Yes,
I
it
can't
you
believe
are.
actually.
I can't believe round 2 is a different game.
All right.
I was actually having sex in 1985.
Oh,
Yeah,
one
so-
point,
so-
Joe.
so-
I
all
knew
these-
it. I knew he was going to get a point for that.
So all these outdated things, I'll be able to tell you how it used to be. Why, you used to have 2 penises.
Okay.
And why is Mrs. Garrett on the table?
What's that?
I'm wondering why Mrs. Garrett is on the table behind you.
Who's Mrs. Garrett?
Oh boy,
Not Dr.
children from Facts of Life.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Joe.
Tootie Blair, Joe Polnicek.
All right, here's a speed round. You ready? These are true or false questions. First question is for James and Racquel. You can discuss the answer and then answer true or false.
Okay.
What's up?
No. I'm fine.
We got it, Big R. We got it.
Big J, I got your back.
All right. Bocce ball is a sexual position favored by Italian men. True or false?
Well,
False.
I'm going to say false, but Raquel, you're Italian, so
I'm Italian. I feel like I would have done that.
sure.
And I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, we're going false.
False.
That is correct. It's a lawn game from Italy.
Yes.
All right. James, you keep track of the points this round because I want to talk quickly.
All right.
All right, Joe and Sehar.
Yeah.
A woman who cries out during sex is sure to have had an orgasm. True or false?
False.
Absolutely true.
Which one
No,
is it?
no. I agree. False.
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 That is correct. Next question. A woman's hand pumping hard on a man's penis can be painful.
Gonna go true on this one.
True.
That's correct.
Nice.
Next question, Joe and Sehar. A daily pat on the behind from a male supervisor tells a female employee she's doing a good job and is being appreciated.
Right.
In 1985, true?
No, that
85.
it's Sehar in 1985. That wasn't good then either.
Okay.
So it's false.
That's false.
That's right. More likely, he's using the woman for a mild daily sexual thrill. He should be told to stop it. Next question.
It should be canceled on all social media platforms.
In 1985, Joe.
Yeah, listen. We,
What's the
bathroom walls.
question?
You're so mad at me, James.
Here we go. Next question. Tears are made of the same liquids found in seminal fluids. So do you cry, cum, or not?
James, we have to discuss this because I've never heard this before.
I've never heard it either. I want to say false.
Okay, can I explain? Okay, this is
Please.
gonna,
Yeah.
this is- well, tears are salty. I guess
Uh-oh.
no, I'm painting my.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't know. Part of me thinks it's a trick question. I want to say true.
You want to? So this is what I'm thinking about is because, I think because everything is connected to your sinuses. I don't know if there's a direct link between that and your urethra.
Smart. That's smart.
I'm gonna go false on
I'm
this
happy
one.
that you
Yeah.
and I are on the same page now.
Yeah.
It's all one big hole.
Yeah, I want to say false. So we agree false. If we're wrong, I'm taking the heat on this one. We're going false, Dave.
That is correct. They are different substances. You don't cry, cum.
That'd be hilarious if you did. Think about it.
Your tissues.
Could
would
you
be
imagine
hot.
ejaculating tears? That would be a very sad, sad ending.
This is getting naughty.
Next
Just like-
question. Or is it getting nice, James?
Okay, you're right.
Here we go. This one's for Joe and Sehar. A man with a large penis may suffer fainting spells during an erection because his brain is not getting enough oxygen.
True, and I'm telling you, you've seen me. You've seen me. I get woozy. I get woozy on stage sometimes if somebody looks at me a certain way.
Wait, because you're performing.
On stage,
Yeah.
improv gets you hard.
When Joe sees a good tap out, he
that's my new T-shirt. Improv gets me
That's
hard.
false.
So
That is totally false.
There's
Totally
enough air for everything.
That's false. Even a large penis doesn't use that much blood.
Yeah.
Next question.
Even
Wow.
The length of a woman's vagina is in direct proportion to the length of her ring finger.
oh,
James?
My instinct is to say false, but Racquel?
Okay, I read something recently. Actually, I didn't read it. I saw it in a TikTok where it
well then.
if you go, I can't remember what it was. It was like if you did this, or if you did like the length from here to here, that was like what your vagina length is. So I want to say false, but we've been saying false consistently.
Have
So,
we?
Yeah.
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 This
Something's
one,
gotta be
yeah,
true.
I feel like it might bite us, but again,
It doesn't
it
feel.
feels like one of those old tales of like, oh, if you eat the crust on your bread, you're gonna grow hair on your chest. Feels like one of those things.
Yeah.
Like a spell?
What are you talking about,
No,
Sehar?
no,
Wait,
you-
you
just
say
like
what
an
your
old,
partner
just like
here.
an old saying. Just like
Yeah.
an old saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my instinct is false. Raquel, what do you think?
I'm gonna say false too. I shouldn't be listening to TikTok all the time.
It feels like we both want to say false, so I think let's follow our instinct. I think we've got some good coverage here. We're gonna go false, Dave.
That's correct. There's no correlation between a length of a woman's vagina and her ring finger.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. This one's for Joe and Sehar.
Okay.
A man typically masturbates by gripping
Correct.
his penis, holding his hand motionless, and alternatingly squeezing hard and releasing.
What? Ripping his penis?
No,
Gripping.
Ripping.
so
Okay.
you stay motionless and you just do.
Like milking a cow.
No.
No, you don't. That would be a very bad way to masturbate.
Yeah.
Wait,
False.
is that how to masturbate?
No.
No, you are correct in your initial assumption. I assume that was your final answer.
Yeah.
That's false. The hand normally moves up and down the length of the shaft, giving a sensation to the penis head that resembles penetration of a vagina.
It's like a squeeze toy.
All right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more of these. Next.
All right.
Are you all right, James?
Well, look, I'm looking at the score here. I'm getting nervous. It's tight.
All right, here we go. Some societies believe that eating the testicles of an animal will increase a man's virility.
Some societies?
Some
Is that what you said?
societies believe that
Yeah.
eating the testicles of an animal, like a horse, will increase
I could see it.
the
I could
man's
see it.
virility.
It feels true. Like
Yeah.
it feels like I could see a man being like, you know what's gonna make me manlier? Other
Yeah.
balls. Like I could see
Yeah,
that.
this is one of those old tales that I believe. I feel like Raquel, we want to go true on this.
Yeah, we agree. True.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna, at the risk of being wrong, we're gonna roll the dice. We're going true.
Locking it in, baby. Let's see.
True. We have no evidence that this is correct. But many societies believed in it. Oh, I guess they have no evidence that it actually works.
Well,
but-
coming in from the chat right now, once again from former presidential candidate Amy Klobuchar, I eat them because they're cheap.
What you gotta do?
There you go. Eating
You
on
know,
a
chicken
budget.
wings. Chicken wings used to be cheap,
Yeah.
right?
Yep,
So
brains. We eat brains because that makes you smart.
that's why I eat feet, to make me fast. James.
James, why do you eat cum?
So mad.
Wait, what?
Sad.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Here we go. Next round. We're going back.
I don't think Joe and Sehar got a final
Well,
question.
what happened
Oh,
to
you
our
didn't?
final sex question?
All right, here we go. Last
Good thing I'm keeping score and like secretly hosting under my breath.
Does the dead
Next
air kill you,
question.
James?
A woman who sends her former boyfriend
Okay.
photos of herself having intercourse with another man
Yeah.
has a problem.
No, she's cool. She's cool. She's cool.
True.
Well, what's the problem, Sehar?
Yeah, but in 1985, you have to get the pictures developed.
There were places. Don't you worry about us. We were getting it done in '85.
He has a problem.
What's the problem, though, Sehar?
It's not. I don't know. Wait, sending photos to her ex?
Yeah.
Her ex-boyfriend of her having sexual intercourse with her current lover. It's cool.
I don't know. It's a kink. It's, I don't know. Maybe she's hoping that they'll get lost in the mail and she'll get a porn gig or something.
Sounds like that's the answer, Dave.
You
Yeah.
have
No.
5 seconds.
She has a
remaining.
problem. We both agree she has a problem. We
Four.
both agree she has a problem.
All right. True. Such a woman is unnecessarily cruel and probably needs professional help.
And Sehar, even in 1985, it was easier to get a porn gig than sending sexual pictures and hoping they get lost in the mail
Oh,
and end up in the hands of a producer.
So, Dave, I want to quickly check in here. They got that last answer correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the final tally is in between both teams, Crusty and Lusty and Sugar and Spice. Each team went 5 for 5.
Okay. A total draw. Great. So, Crusty
But I
and
got one
Lusty-
extra point for calling you Santa. Is that not correct at the very beginning of
That is correct. It's a tie
Okay.
game going into the final round.
Thank you.
Yeah, without
Thank you,
without
Jay.
any-
Thank you.
No
Thank you,
surprise
James.
there.
Thank you, James.
All right. We're doing our next round. These are questions that I'm going to ask. They're sort of, would you be willing to do these things questions? Are you willing to be naughty or nice? Would you be naughty or nice in a future hypothetical scenario? And the team basically I'll ask each team a question and I get to decide how many points their answer is worth.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Are we using
This
our
qu-
cards anymore?
No.
Oh, we're
You don't
not?
have to.
Okay.
I mean, you could if you want, but you don't have to.
Do we
I
just,
added a really fun addition to one of my cards, hoping I'd get an extra point.
Show it during the segment.
Okay.
prepared?
Here we go. Next round.
Right.
James or Big J
Mm-hmm.
and Big R.
Yep.
Here we go. This
Okay.
question's for you. If an incredibly sexy and naughty elf knocked on your bedroom door on Christmas Eve, would you be willing to take the elf to a strip club?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that wasn't going the way that I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
That's
I thought it was gonna be like a sex
that's
thing.
on the card.
Yeah, okay, so Racquel, an elf knocks on either your or my door. Now, does the elf want to go to the strip club, or are we just like, hey, you know what? Let's get this elf to a strip club.
That's a
post
great
haste.
question. The elf wants to go. The elf is asking, can you take me to a strip club, please?
Okay, so we're being woken up. What was it, on Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
You don't have to yawn, Joe.
You mentioned
started-
going to bed
I was
and Joe
drinking-
got tired.
No, I made chicken parm for dinner.
Okay,
so
Joe,
good.
that's enough. Racquel, yeah, what do you think? You get someone, you're sleeping on Christmas Eve and someone's knocking like, hey, I got to get to a strip club, please.
Listen, I love strip clubs. I don't know
Okay.
if I told you this before. I feel like we had a conversation about it once, maybe, but I love the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Do not like being woken up. That's like the worst thing you could do to me.
Yeah.
But I would do
This
it.
elf is sexy.
Pardon, this elf's hot?
Yeah, he's hot.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like
no.
Zac Efron, the elf.
With the
Now,
elf app?
can I ask, is it the same? Is it also Zac Efron the elf for me?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, look, so I guess I'm gonna say, if I want to get on the same page here, I guess the thing is you only have so few opportunities to go to a strip club, especially being awoken by a miniature Zac Efron in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
begging you to take him to a strip club. It would lead to a great story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Do it.
All right. That's correct. The correct answer is to take the elf to a strip club.
All right.
And even if you're tired, sometimes you just got to seize carpe diem. So I'm going to give you 2 points for that answer. Congratulations,
Awesome.
Team
Yeah.
Crusty and Lusty. All
Yes.
right. Team Sugar and Spice. This one's for you. This bud's for you. Would you be willing to catapult all of your neighbors' tacky holiday decorations into the nearest body of water for a magical stocking that never runs out of candy? You can discuss it amongst yourselves.
Well, Sehar, I must have told you about my neighbor up the street who has all the blow-ups.
Oh,
Yeah, so many blow-ups that because the street tries to be have some nice decorations, and one time she got really mad because some people moved in next door and they were putting in some landscaping and stuff, and it went by and the penguins were like at half mast, like, and she was racing. She was so mad in the front yard, and the kid, it's like 20 below, and the kid upstairs, like with no shirt on, is hanging out the window going, "Ma, what's wrong?" And she goes, "The neighbors, their rose bush popped out fucking penguins." So I'd get rid of their stuff.
I would too, because also the penguins will float. They'll be fine.
Oh, there's also a Scooby-Doo with a vampire Scooby-Doo at Halloween. It's kind of cool in a way.
So you would do it. You'd be naughty.
For sure.
And that
Magic
is
stocking?
the correct answer. And you get a stocking full of candy. Congratulations.
That never runs out.
You got 1 point for that answer.
That was by far the worst question tonight.
All right. Well, wait till you hear this one,
Catapulting.
James.
All right.
You live right near the lake.
James.
Yep.
Racquel,
Mm-hmm.
would you be willing to burn down your parents' Christmas tree on December 23rd for $500?
I like that it's on December 23rd. One more. It's because it's conscious. They can go get a new one the next day.
That's true.
I have a
You
question.
start a fire in a
Sure.
home?
Now, there's obviously stuff under the Christmas tree. I'm assuming those get engulfed in the flames as well.
I think that depends on the family, though, because some people only do Christmas Eve. I think when you become an adult, it's just like, let's put them in whenever they're ready.
Yeah.
So there's like half the gifts under the tree.
All right.
Half. And
But
okay.
you can see who they're for.
We what?
You can see who they're for, and only one of them's for you.
Okay, one of them's for, okay, if there's only one for, and okay, my next question is, does the flame jump? Like, because in my home, in my parents' home, right above us, right above this, whatever that is, the ceiling, there's the tree. And then right next to the tree is like the chimney, not the chimney, what's it called? A fireplace.
Mhm.
Why you just stop smoking weed? There's a fireplace and then there's stockings. So I don't want to risk burning more gifts for myself.
I think burning
So you're
A
specifically
tree in a
worried
house.
about the gifts.
burning a tree in a house is specifically risky.
Right, but that's why I'm like, what's the flame? What's the like the flame reach? Like, is it just the tree that burns, and then it's like a safe?
I would
Well,
say
the
that
thing
there's
is-
a 25% chance that you burn down your whole house.
That's a huge chance. On my end, I want to say it's not worth the $500 because think about the money, like the amount of damage that's going to go into what's happening, right? You might need to lend a hand with that, chip in.
Okay, James, I'm gonna pitch you something.
Yeah, please.
What if it's like a controlled fire where, okay, let's say we
Mhm.
take team on this. You come over. I like that. We're gonna split the $500, $250 each.
Mm-hmm. And we're lighting your family's tree on fire?
Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Oh, okay. If it's not, yeah, I'll get in on this. $250
Yeah.
bucks to light somebody else's tree on fire. Put me in, coach.
So then I will light it. I will do
Yep.
the lighting, and then you can be on deck with like a hose or like
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're tag teaming this. Yeah. Okay, I'm in. Split
Yeah.
the money. Yeah.
yeah. $250 Canadian. This makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. It sounds like Dave We're going naughty on this one.
That is
Yeah,
correct. Naughty
naughty.
is the way to
My
do it.
pitchfork has balls on it.
That's true.
It looks like a
That's true.
menorah a little
But
bit.
I've already awarded a point for the ball.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe, I deduct you 1 point. Menorahs.
No,
don't
I know
look
the
like
menorah quit.
testes.
Yeah, I saw that happening.
Wait, what happened?
Joe and Sehar lost a point because of Joe's anti-Semitism.
No, I don't mean that. I don't mean anything.
He just said the word menorah, and David was like,
He
No
said it
point.
looked like testicles.
"Oh,
No, the other way around.
don't put testicles on it."
Anyway,
It looked
we're
like the
moving.
base of
Next
a-
question.
I thought they were great testicles. So
I
I didn't
do.
lose a point for the testicles, right?
No,
Absolutely
the
not.
testicles are fine.
Great drawing, Big R.
This is a question for Joe. But
Only me?
Sehar, you can help Joe come up with his answer.
So this is unaffiliated to their team?
No, it's for their team, but this one
Okay.
specifically, Joe has to do it.
Okay.
Would you be willing to dress like a dominatrix during a New York City Thanksgiving Day parade for $1,000 shopping spree at a pawn shop?
What haven't you done in life, Joe? This is the one.
Yeah,
thing-
I've done a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, Joe, have you ever dressed in a dominatrix outfit during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade? I think I saw you with Al Roker
Not for a gift certificate. I
to a
have.
pawn shop.
The one thing you've not done.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I was going to say absolutely not, but all it took was Sehar to go, come on.
Yeah, you've lived in Vegas. You can.
Yeah.
do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But Sehar, you're the one who's got to tighten it because I
I
think I'm going
will
to need a
be
lot
there.
of tightening.
Yeah, it'll be there.
Yeah. I'm going to hang on to like a street pole and you're going to put one foot on my back and pull. Give me an hourglass shape. I'm not doing it unless I have an hourglass shape.
Hubba, hubba, that's 1 point for Joe.
Come on, give me two. Give me two.
All right, your desperation has added an extra point.
Hey. Well, desperation is what got me into this. So,
Oh, God.
oh, I'll do anything for a laugh.
All right, next question.
Have fun at the pawn shop, Joe.
I will. If I see some Coca-Cola memorabilia.
Okay, here we
Thank you.
go. Next question. This one's for James. But Racquel, you can help him with the answer.
God.
James,
Mm-hmm.
would you be willing to ask everyone you meet to spank your sexy booty for the next 3 years for 50,000 free lotto tickets?
Ah, that's great.
Ticket's the winning ticket?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Okay, but look, here's the thing. Like, yeah, I might. I heard 50,000, and of course, we're all expecting dollars. But everyone I meet, like, I'm gonna get accused of sexual harassment. Yes, I'm gonna. There's the potential. Okay.
In this scenario,
3 years.
no one accuses you of sexual harassment, but they still can be disgusted by it.
Yeah, but I could get a bad reputation and like, you eating? Yeah, you so okay. So I'm not gonna get accused of sexual harassment, but I'll have a reputation like, oh, that's that guy that asks people to slap his ass for lotto tickets.
Well,
No, they
hold
don't
on.
know. They don't know about the lotto tickets.
Yeah, Racquel, what do you think?
Listen, you're asking. It's not like you're like, hey, spank me. You're like, hey, like it's all in the ask too, I guess.
Okay.
Like, sure, we're still gonna talk about you.
Yeah, of course.
But I feel like I don't know why I'm talking like a teen boy right now.
No, do it.
Yeah, no, you're asking, right? So you can be very polite about it. Like, hey, there's this thing where
Oh, for 3
30
years, though.
I'm gonna, or do you say, please spank me? Or no, not like that.
Yeah.
You explain the situation. I can win 50,000 lotto tickets if I get spanked every day for 3 years,
Yeah.
or whatever the thing was. Like, that's kind. That's like more understanding, and people
Yeah.
would be more like, I'll help you out. Sure, yeah.
But here's the thing: you don't actually have to be spanked. You just have to ask
Yeah.
who you
Well,
meet
'cause-
to spank your sexy booty.
See, I think it's fine. Sorry, Sehar, I interrupted you.
Sounds like chafing because, like, if you don't have to be spanked, that's fine, but you're gonna have to pay for like a dermatologist as well. So just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, I hadn't factored in that I might have to see a dermatologist for my spanked ass.
That's a
Yeah.
great point, Sehar.
Yeah. Racquel, you say go for it.
I say if you're gonna be kind and polite about it,
Mm-hmm.
you let that person be in control of like what they want to do, if they want to do it or not. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Long.
I'm probably bound to win some money in the lotto.
Yeah. Or
50,000 is a lot of tickets,
Uh-huh.
but it seems like someone in the chat is taking I don't want to say offense, but in your description of my sexy booty coming in from the chat, James has no butt to spank.
How does this person know? I don't know this. Who's to say?
That's the first person you ask to spank you. So then
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Show
guess
them.
look,
You have
if
5 more
Racquel
seconds for your
believes
final
if Racquel
answer.
believes in me, then I have to believe in me too. I'm gonna say let's do it. Spank away for the money.
That is incorrect.
What?
I knew it. I knew it.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I got overwhelmed by the idea of winning money. Sorry, Racquel.
You shouldn't do that.
Well, but they're asking. Fine. Whatever.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Let's get the next question.
Here we go. We're an hour into this.
Okay. How many more rounds do you want to do, James?
You're the host.
Okay, we got two. We got this question and then one more round after, and then we'll
I'm just
do the
laughing at you
tally.
saying, "Here we go."
Here we go.
Yeah.
Joe and Sehar. Would you be willing to watch It's a Wonderful Life 100 times in a row for free movie rentals for life?
Movie rentals.
This is bullcrap.
Oh, I have a question. Sehar, have you ever actually rented a movie in your life? You're quite a bit younger than I am.
Yeah,
Like, did you ever go into a rental shop and stare at the wall for 3 hours?
Yeah, well, we used to go to a place. It's called Flick, and what they used to do is they would videotape DVDs. So for the first 4 minutes of the DVD, you're watching the mouse move and choose the selections.
Okay.
So they buy DVDs and make videotapes. But yeah, we used to rent them all the time. I went to Videotron when it was here. I've never been to a Blockbuster.
Okay.
I'm gonna reformat the question slightly. You can also accept digital downloads.
Yeah, I've never paid for a movie that's online. I would just stream it if it's not on Netflix.
Yeah, I think streaming services have made this an obsolete question, maybe.
Yeah.
So-
I've never seen that movie. I heard it's depressing.
No, it's very well. It gets depressing, but then at the end, it's
5
very
seconds
life
left. This is an
fulfilling.
easy question.
No, I would not do that.
No,
Would you agree?
no. We should do that for James.
That is correct. The answer is to not do it.
Good.
All right, that's 1
Good.
point. So let's tally up the points.
Thank you, Santa.
You're welcome. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 points for Team Crusty and Lusty.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
10 points for Team Sugar and Spice.
Only 10 points?
Is
Hey,
that
wow.
correct?
How did we lose?
No,
that?
wait. 15 points. I forgot to add
That
the
sounds
5.
better. That sounds better. to me.
You did a recount there, and they somehow get 5 extra points.
It was the points that you counted, James. I didn't add them into my tally. Let me count
All
again.
While Dave's counting, we will be back this Friday night at 9:00 p.m. EST. Connor Rose, Steph Mercier-Voyer, and me.
I made a
Tune in,
mistake, James.
please.
They have 14 points.
So we are tied.
So you're tied.
All right.
And
Great.
this is the last question. And for the last question, the points are doubled.
All right, as per usual.
Yeah,
You sure we're not
Okay.
going back to the Ruth booth for this one?
I'm positive, yeah.
Great.
Unless you want to, James. You want to add an extra round?
No, do as you wish.
Let's find a couple of good ones here.
You didn't have them pre-selected?
James,
You're right.
I'm not-
You're playing with fire here, James.
Right, you're right.
And not the kind of fire that will burn down your Christmas tree.
Yeah, you're right. Racquel, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yes.
It's a tough balance. I'm balancing being the contestant, but also,
All right.
Got it. I
I
get
got-
it.
gotta cool my jets here.
This one's for James and Racquel.
Okay.
If Donner and Blitzen showed up at your door and offered you $1,000 to hide them in your basement until next Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, would you agree?
What's the reason why?
Yeah.
You
is
don't
there a
know.
reason?
It could be very shady.
Okay, so my instinct is $1,000. Gonna have to feed these things, and they're probably big. So you end up spending the money, but also like you get it, but you lose it. That's my
Right.
that's my issue with it. Raquel, what do you think?
Well, is that part of the deal? Or I thought they were just maybe like staying down here and they can fend for themselves because they are magical reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends. You know what? No.
Yeah, my
Right
feeling
there.
is no.
Good.
My feeling is no on this one. Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
aligned in this one. That's right.
That's correct. You
Okay,
don't
Okay,
take them
great.
in.
So we have 28 points.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, your points were doubled. I forgot.
Yeah, great.
All right, great.
28.
Here's your question. Sehar and Joe,
Okay.
would you engage in a frozen cow poop fight if it was aired on all major newscasts across the globe?
Oh, I was gonna ask, is the cow frozen or is the poop frozen? But I know.
It's the poo.
You want no on this one? That's interesting.
But here's the thing.
Well,
you
be
at
viral.
the end of the newscast, you have a chance to address. You can
The
plug
nations
whatever
of the world.
improv show you wanted to.
Yeah, but then we'll be the people who played with frozen poop. We'll always be those people.
In your head, yeah.
It will go viral. Even if we get like a movie deal, we'll always be the people who played with frozen poop.
but Sehar, we didn't play with frozen poop. We engaged in a frozen poop war. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a fight, like a food fight or a snowball.
Were we?
fight.
Are we fighting each other in this?
Except you're throwing around.
Because I've thrown frozen
rock-solid
poop before,
turds.
being a country kid.
Sorry, Joe.
I've thrown frozen cow poop being a country kid, and I'm just worried that Sehar wouldn't have a chance if it was the two of us. Are we against each other?
You don't have to be.
Sehar,
You can
gang up
outline
on
the
somebody.
scenario.
I mean, if we win, then it's something big. Like then it is a victory.
Joe, you've thrown around frozen poop before?
Yeah.
And does it hurt when it hits something?
Yeah, it hurts.
It's like a rock solid piece of ice, right?
It is. It's like an icy poop. I don't know how else to put it. It's rock hard.
I think
So
you're like
hard.
it's like an icy poop, even though it is icy
It's
poop.
Exactly that. It's an icy
Yeah.
poop.
So you did this with none of the good side.
I didn't
You
do.
didn't need the
I
prize.
Yeah, you didn't get to get on the news and promote your improv show.
You just did it.
no, I didn't. It was just something funny to do. It wasn't that funny because I was the youngest, right? So I received more frozen poop coming at me than
Ooh.
sending it out. But remember, it doesn't smear. You know what I mean?
No, but when
doesn't
it melts, it smells or no?
Well, I guess, but you don't get, but it doesn't. You don't wait until it melts,
You don't stick
and
around.
so it doesn't get on you. You know what I mean?
Do you want a second chance at this to get back at everyone who did this to you?
I just want to be famous.
I mean, if that's it, then I think we could. Because if with your arm, and I'm good at dodging because I'm small, so get back. So,
I think I would throw it more like a frisbee.
not overhead.
5 seconds.
No. What do you think, Sehar? It's your choice.
Yeah, why not? It's
Why
25
not? We say. Why not? Yes.
That is correct.
Oh,
And you double your points. So right now we're tied at 28-28. So we go
All right.
to the tie-breaking round,
Good.
Did you prepare for this?
which is
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
going back to the
Back to-
All
Yeah.
right.
That's Elaine from Seinfeld at the table.
First team
Oh, it
to
does look like
miss
it
a
is.
question.
So this is
loses.
sudden death.
This is sudden death. Sudden
Got
death
it.
rules.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It means you go 1 for 1, and if a team misses a question, and the other team gets it. That's
It's
it,
over.
baby. It's over.
Oh, okay, but it's one at a time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. These are multiple choice questions. Question number 1 for James Racquel. I met this fashion photographer last week. He called me and said I was beautiful. Nice. And he asked me if I would pose for him in the nude. Oh. I said no,
that's
but now
questionable.
I wonder if I did the right thing. Dr. Ruth suggests, is it A? He was only trying to tell you he wanted a form of relationship with you. Is it B? Call him up and tell him you will model in clothes, but you may change your mind later. C. There are sleazy photographers out there who may sell those photos to men's magazines after tricking you into giving legal permission. D. That is one of the oldest lines a man uses on a woman, much like asking you up to see his etchings.
Okay, so this one might be, I think, the hardest Ruth Booth question I've ever received.
What do you think? Because my gut is like it's either C or D, and I'm just going based off of like
Yeah.
how I believe this game. I don't know. This is
Yeah.
what
Can we get all the possible answers again very quickly?
Very quickly. A. He was only trying to tell you he wanted to form a relationship with you. B.
Mhm.
Call him up and tell him you will model in clothes, but you may change your mind later. C. There are sleazy photographers out there who may sell those photos to men's magazines after tricking you into giving legal permission. Or D. That is one of the oldest lines a man uses on a woman, much like asking you up to see his etchings.
every time that kills every time.
What's an etching?
Like a drawing?
Oh, like his drawings.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a sketch.
Sketches. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm torn between B and C because it's almost like, but you know what? I think if Dr. Ruth was recommending, you know what, give it a try, but I think Dr. Ruth would say, do some research on this person's, photography work to make sure that he is what he says he is. And I think that if that was the case, Dr. Ruth would say that. My instinct is also C. There's a lot of sleazy people out there who might sell your photographs to men's magazines. Racquel, what do you think?
I think it's C. Yeah, I'm like C or D, but I feel like we both said C, and it
Yeah.
makes you give C as our answer.
Final
Yeah.
answer?
I think so, James. Come
Yeah,
on,
I feel good with C.
C
Yeah,
is
yeah.
correct.
There we go.
All right, next question.
Okay.
This is for Joe and Sehar.
Okay.
I started having an affair with my friend's 39-year-old mother.
Sexy.
I am 18, and she seduces me every chance she gets.
Good for you.
I'm troubled, but I can't resist. What do I do?
Don't.
Dr. Ruth suggests A. Tell your parents and have them talk with your friend's mother. B. Stop seeing her if you want your friendship to continue. If she persists, tell her to cut it out. C. Confide in your friend and explain your problem. Have him talk to his mother about it. Or D. Tell her to stop it now. If she persists, tell her that you will tell everyone in the neighborhood.
You get bragging rights if you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody.
That's kind of a hard one, too.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen.
this is sudden death, James.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I wouldn't tell my friend.
There are two that seem very, very similar. The one about just tell her to cut it out, and then the other one, if you want the friendship to end, cut it out. I think just knowing Dr. Ruth as I do,
Yeah.
I think D. Just be straight up front. First of all, nobody said, which is weird. Nobody said keep doing it. No, nobody has to know.
Yeah.
Nobody has to.
I
know.
found that unusual, too.
Yeah, because you know what? Probably the right answer.
Yeah.
D, right? Tell
Yeah,
her to
yeah.
stop, and if not, I'm going to tell everybody in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Don't tell your parents because you're
No.
18.
Yeah, and don't tell your friend because he doesn't need to worry through that.
Yeah. You may not have a friend anyways, but
Right.
yeah.
So D is the final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either you're right, and this goes on another round, or you're incorrect, and the winner of Naughty or Nice with Dave Kaufman, aka Santa, is Team Crusty and Lusty. And you are incorrect, and the winner is Team Crusty and Lusty, James McGee, finally wins one of the games.
I did it.
All right.
Oh, God, this feels great.
This is the best day of my life.
I'm going to
Is
tell
it-
you something,
so-
Big R. I knew the second they went with D, Dr. Ruth doesn't play that way. She's not about telling everyone in the neighborhood.
No, Dr. Ruth
She's
don't
just
play
about
that
cut
way.
it out. She's about cut it out.
The correct answer, if you care,
Yeah.
is B. Stop seeing her if you want your friendship to continue. If she persists, you tell her to cut it out.
I had a feeling it was that one.
Racquel, I'm going to tell you something. I debated trying to sneak in to steal the answer.
Oh.
But
Now,
I
what
just-
would have happened if that had happened?
Yeah,
we'll
let's.
only find that out on the next episode of Naughty or Nice.
Ah.
Well,
should've
I guess
done
that,
the
that
music
brings
thing.
that. So this means that, Dave, I'm now back in the driver's seat.
James,
Back to you. Oh,
I
here goes.
deliver.
Thanks.
The
Well, I
call's
want to
back to
quickly
you.
go around the horn here. Standing by right now with fellow winner, teammate Racquel Belmonte. Racquel, how does it feel to make your game edition debut on the show, and not only make your debut, but win?
It feels amazing. Some would say it's beginner's luck, but
Mhm.
I don't think so. Because I think if I play this again, I'm going to crush.
Well, look, if that happens, I know that I no longer need to search for any other partner when it comes to these types of games as they pertain to Dave Kaufman. Racquel, I owe you a big one for this one, because I think had I had any other partner, I'm not sure I would have won.
No way, Jose. Now listen, I'll
Yes.
fly you over here and let's burn my parents' Christmas tree to the ground.
If it means $250, I'm in. Now I'd be remiss if we have to. Now we're gonna move over to the losers circle. Joe, let's check in with you.
Yep.
How does it feel to again make your debut, but not end the way you would have liked?
I drank too much wine. So I'm a little bit.
Well, consumption of alcohol causing sadness is huge around the holidays.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah,
It was a bad idea.
I knew you
I
were
got
toast
tired.
once you started yawning.
No,
I got tired.
Yeah, Sehar, let's go over to you. It looks like you're taking this loss in stride, nothing but smiles and a great turtleneck.
thank you.
That turtleneck does look like Christmas.
Yeah, I am very proud of my art.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I got to debut it on the show. I don't know Dr. Ruth, so I think we did pretty good.
I think so too.
Sehar, did you somehow get drunk?
Yeah, I thought it was getting a little sloshy too.
It was a little sloshy. Dave, let's send things over to you. How do you feel about your second installment of a game show produced, curated by you? What's your thoughts as we bring this night to a close?
Well, I was a little nervous going in, as I mentioned off the top. I'm happy things went relatively smoothly. It's always interesting testing out a new format.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping to pick up a couple of points along the way, and I was able to do that. So
2 points.
2 points. I'm pretty happy.
2 points. Well, you might be taking over this show, or at least one of your ideas, sooner rather than later. More on that in the coming episodes. Until then, Sehar, Joe, Racquel, Dave, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Come back soon. And folks, if you're watching, you come back soon too, because we need you, or I'm going to fall into a deep sadness. Until then, thanks for watching. I am James. That's Dave. That's Sehar. That's Racquel. That's Joe. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and be well.